Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today.
Hey everyone, looking at Facebook on the daily, weekly, shorter term time frames. Congrats to the Bulls' new blue sky breakout, and Facebook, the table is set for the Bulls' incoming earnings, especially with blue sky breakouts. If we see a bullish reaction to earnings, we're going to hit new all-time highs, and there's very little resistances up at these levels with no previous price history resistance, so the Bulls can take us up fairly significantly. We'll have 135 and 140 on watch as the next key psychological resistance levels. So Facebook Bulls must have heard me talking smack about their inability to get over the upper Bollinger Band, and they certainly proved their ability to do so on Friday. And it was a little bit tricky in terms of looking for clues. We did have the bullish MACD cross, but the volume, you can see here, it does stand out as some increased volume, but that didn't really become apparent until about an hour before closing that we were going to see some decent volume. It didn't really see a move until the second half of the day. But there were a couple indications that the Bulls were very strong, and we can look at those on the shorter term time frames as well. But one of those is being a break of this lower high pattern. So we had the all-time high, a lower high at 130.73, 130.70, 130.66. So three lower highs, and then as soon as we broke that high of 130.73, we took out all three resistance levels, and that showed us that the Bulls had a lot of strength, because after that, we're pretty much just looking at the all-time high as the next main resistance, and really the only last main resistance. So the weekly time frame for Facebook, very bullish off that 10-week, defending or preventing the bearish MACD cross, and new all-time high. So we're looking up at the upper Bollinger Band on the weekly, and that level is going to be up around 137 next week, so plenty of room for the upside for the Bulls. And now looking at the 5-minute chart. So here we had the bullish move first thing, and we broke all of those resistance levels by 10:10 a.m. So we only broke it by a penny, not convincing at that point. And after pulling back significantly for the next hour, I wouldn't have been convinced that the Bulls were going to push towards all-time highs, because we only broke that key resistance by 1 penny, and that's close enough to be a bit of a double top to me. So where the Bulls really proved themselves was reaching an equilibrium all afternoon, and then the Bulls started to show back up again with slow and steady increasing bull volume. So as soon as we saw a new high of the day above 130.74, and that occurred here at just after 1 p.m. Eastern, that's when the Bulls proved themselves, and you can see from that point, the Bulls were very strong for the rest of the day. We held exponential moving average support. This light blue line is the 8-period exponential moving average support on the 5-minute chart, and we held that the entire rest of the day, and you could see that bull volume really pouring in the last 15-20 minutes. So breaking that resistance level was a good start, but not significant enough, and then the new high of the day, Bulls very strong into next week. So we'll see how we fare heading into earnings, but it is going to be bullish coming off of all-time highs, and we'll be watching. Take a look back at Amazon, take a look at Netflix on these bullish moves. Let's see if these bulls can break out right above the daily upper Bollinger Band and see some strength like their other friends in the FANG stocks, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google. They've been seeing some nice new all-time highs and breakouts, and now Facebook is back to joining the party. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in on Monday, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.